All right, so Tess has got the box open. We have the IR remote, the included power supply, the manual there, the quick start guide, and then, of course, the camera. And as we go over what this camera has from a connection standpoint, we'll go over that, as well as I want to show this second sensor, and we'll talk about the benefits of why a dual sensor auto tracking camera will most generally outperform a single sensor auto tracking camera. So on the front of the camera, Tess, can you point to that sensor there? There it is. That's a wide angle, ultra high definition camera that will view the whole scene so that the camera can't get confused. It won't really lose anything in that space. Then we have the high powered 20x optical zoom lens on top. And this camera can effectively track up to 55 feet away. So it's a really awesome, reliable system. If you're going beyond 50 feet, you may want to look at a single sensor camera. It's not going to be as reliable for tracking, but it can usually track further. The limiting factor being that second sensor, that reference camera. On the back of this camera, you can see we have Ethernet, which allows us to really be scalable and control these cameras and manage them over our network. So you can manage hundreds of classrooms on a single platform. We have DVI, which is quite often converted to HDMI and used for confidence monitors, and we'll show that in our diagram in a moment. We have SDI, which is really popular for long cable runs. Even though the camera has USB, if you're running this cable above 50 feet, 100 feet, a really good tip is to potentially use SDI with an SDI to USB converter. They're incredibly reliable. They've been around forever, and you can get your video into Zoom, Panopto, other locations that way. With that being said, SDI and HDMI are still really good for connecting to lecture capture systems. And that's what they're using Echo 360 at Western Reserve University, which we'll look at in a moment. But we also have a lot of our customers using Epiphan Pearls, Panopto, and other hardware that requires either SDI or HDMI connections. The USB is, of course, plug and play for Zoom and different connections there. And then Tess was also pointing to that RS-232 serial connection, which allows you to do control from Crestron, Extron, and systems of that nature. The camera also has a SD card port there on the left, I believe, under the audio. So you can have a backup recording. There's an audio input there, so you can get audio and video together. Good for backups, of course, but probably not your primary lecture capture recording system.